Hello guys, welcome back to the Red Devil Stand with all the latest Manchester United news and transfer news. Well, Manchester United 3, Lens 1. Hope you guys have enjoyed the match. I have enjoyed it. I know that there are some pros and cons to talk about, and we will definitely, dive into those things immediately. I would say so. As you guys can see in in my title, that I have said that there has been some injury update on Rasmus HOJLUND, and there are some latest updates regarding AMRABAT as well. We will get into those things, but at first we will talk about the match. So, hi Fonindro. Fonindro is saying hi man, thank you for joining, brother. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that you guys have a lot to say about today's match. So please guys, please do that. We will talk about the match we just had. I know that there are some pros and cons to the match, as I have said so many times. See, the thing is that it's pre-season match, right? So yeah, that we shouldn't be overly, eagerly positive or negative. We should be on the middle ground for now. For the time being, we should see it objectively for what it is, without reaching to any kind of conclusion. So yeah, I know that you guys have a lot to say about today's match. So please just do that. Please just do that. Yeah, man, I will talk about, Rohit is saying, Arsenal fans celebrating Onana being lobbed like they had finally won the Europa League. Reality, Ramsdale versus Sporting Xhaka lost the ball in opposition half, knocked out of Europa League. Onana versus Lens. Dalot mistake in own half, Man United 3 Lens. Yeah, man, see, the thing is that the first goal that we have conceded, what Lens have put in, see, the thing is that, yeah, Dalot have made a mistake. Was he careless? He was. He absolutely was. He was a bit off. In my opinion, Dalot was a bit off today. I must say that the way we have seen, the last day he has performed against Dortmund, it was quite beautiful to see him, the way he had played. And see, the thing is that, yeah, he had made the mistake. He shouldn't have done that, because he know that our goalkeeper is not De Gea anymore. So yeah, when it comes to Onana, to any sweeper keeper, it is not Onana's fault, not at all. I am not putting all the blame to Dalot, but I know that it seems that way, but absolutely not. As I have said, we should not reach any conclusion, as these are pre-season matches. So yeah, but the thing is that, see, any sweeper keeper would have been on that position where Onana was. And the guy who have, shot that was an absolutely brilliant shot. That was absolutely a brilliant finish. But the thing is that if you gave him 10 chances to put that shot in, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be able to do that 10 out of 10 times. But I will not take any credit out of that guy who have put in that goal. It was a magnificent finish. So yeah, we conceded one. But the thing is that, in my opinion, I will, dissect each part one step by step. I will, go into the match dissection. Please let me know your opinion as well, guys. I will get into that, obviously. So yeah, in first half, it was a bit off. I must say that our midfield does not look balanced. Our midfield does not look balanced, and as I've said so many times in our previous sessions, that yeah, when it comes to that, final third area of the pitch, we need to retain that ball properly. We absolutely need to retain the ball properly, because we have seen today as well that we were going for that long crosses, that long ball, that long passes. That should not be the case. That should not be the case. If you have a talent such as Bruno Fernandes, Mason Mount, Casemiro in your midfield, and as the word we have heard so many times coming out of every other outlets, that Manchester United is going to play a transitional football. But that wasn't a transitional football. That was not. Even the first goal we have scored, that was a counter-attacking goal. That was a counter-attacking goal. So yeah, if we are going to play transitional football, we need to improve on that. We absolutely need to improve on that. Our back four looked a bit off today, because they were able to break down Casemiro. They were able to break down, because see, the thing is that, I know, what, I will put out a poll right now, that which trio of midfield would you guys prefer? Because see, in my opinion, our midfield wasn't up to the task. It wasn't. if a team like Lens can break through our midfield the way they did at the first half, that should not be the case. That absolutely should not be the case. So you know what? I will put up a poll right now. So please let me know your opinion, guys. Live. Just a second, brother. Yeah. I've got it, I guess. Yeah. Reach. Midfield. Trio. Would you prefer? I'll give you two options. Okay, guys, your poll is out there, so please let me know by voting. Please just let me know what your opinion is. What kind of midfield trio would you guys prefer? Would it be Casemiro, Bruno, and Amrabat, or would it be Casemiro, Bruno, and Mount? I know that we haven't seen Amrabat, but we know what he is all about, what kind of midfield he is. We all know that he's a bit defensive-minded, but he has that ability to, to break in, to take the ball, to win the ball in that midfield area, and he have that ability to pass the ball longer. So yeah, please let me know. See, because the thing is that I do not think, at least for now, as I have said, we should not reach conclusion. These are preseason matches, so we can improve when it comes to actual matches. So yeah, that can happen, but keeping all those things in mind, still, I do not think that our midfield was balanced. Bruno Fernandes and Mason Mount are quite similar type of player. This isn't working. In my opinion, yeah, if really Erik ten Hag wants to play Mason Mount, he absolutely should precise the role for what he has to play. Because at times it was feeling that Mason Mount isn't clear what he has to do on that field. Is he a defensive body? Is he a offensive body? What his role was, it was quite unclear to me at the very least. And the way he was playing, he was positioning himself. It looks like that he is not even clear what kind of gameplay Erik ten Hag wants out of him. So I do think that, yeah, our manager has something to do on that subject. He should look at that subject at the very least. And yeah, how good was Garnacho, man? How good was Garnacho? I mean, he was absolutely brilliant. The way he played, he was my man of the match. No doubt he was my man of the match. So please let me know your man of the match as well and your opinion, by putting up that poll I have done. So please guys vote on that. Farindra is saying in today's match, who played great? Man, in my opinion, it was absolutely Garnacho, man. It was absolutely Garnacho. The way he had improved over the few matches, over the, it was his breakout season. The last season, it was definitely Garnacho's breakout season. And I do hope I am seeing that kind of, talks are rotating throughout the social media that, yeah, Garnacho can be benched if HOJLUND starts and Rashford comes to that left wing flank and Anthony at right. So where will Garnacho play? He will be benched. That would be absolutely, ridiculous in my opinion. Believe me. I think, see, the thing is that there is no ceiling whatsoever in Garnacho at the very least for now. We don't know how much improvement he can make. See, we have seen how much, we already know that how much potential, Andre Varane have, how much potential Rafael Varane have, how much potential a player like Casemiro or Bruno Fernandes have, because they have already shown us what they are all about. But when it comes to Garnacho, there is no limit to his ceiling. There is absolutely no limit to his ceiling. We do not know how much he can improve. So yeah, if he get benched in the coming matches, that would be really sad. In my opinion, that would be really sad. Seriously, to see Garnacho getting benched. Erik ten Hag, I know that there is a huge task ahead for Erik ten Hag. I trust in my manager, I believe in my manager. I'm pretty sure he will find some sort of solution on those things. But I do not think benching Garnacho would be a solution. He needs to play. He absolutely needs to play. But the weakness of Onana should be protected by someone body. See, it is not weakness about man. This is not weakness. Please, guys. Please, you can see that Man City have also conceded in this preseason match just the way we did today. This is how sweeper keeper works. Our defenders should be more aware of the ball and of the position of our goalkeeper. If Dalot thought that he wasn't under pressure. To be very honest, I'm not criticizing him, I'm not bantering him, not at all. But was he careless with the ball? He absolutely was careless with the ball. If he really thought he wasn't under pressure, let's keep that in mind. Nobody was running into him, nobody was putting pressure on him. He just put on a lazy pass. He just put on a lazy pass. He shouldn't have done that. He absolutely should not have done that. But I will not, banter him just because he did that pass. But he should not repeat that in the future. That is why the preseason matches are important. As Erik ten Hag have also mentioned in his, pre-match conference, that it is not about the win or lose. It does give you the idea of what the players are doing on the field, and you have the time to rectify that when the matches will come, when the Premier League match, when the Champions League matches will come. So yeah, if he thought that passing Rafael Varane could be tough, he could have thought that. So he could have just, passed the ball back to Onana. He could have done that, but he didn't. He chose to give the ball to Varane, which didn't reach Varane, and that got intercepted. And yeah, you know what? Onana got ambushed. Onana absolutely got ambushed. You will expect your sweeper keeper to be on that position. That is the risk we have to take. If we want Onana to come out of the block box and we want to play out of the back the way we are seeing right now, Onana will have to come out of the box. Absolutely, that will be the case, brother. That wasn't his mistake at all. That is the main reason I am saying that our defenders should be more aware of his position, and they should take care, they should take good care of the ball while they're in the position. They should not be lazy. They should not be, careless while passing the ball, because that was a very simple pass. The pass to Varane, which he was trying to give, it was absolutely a simple pass. That should not have been the case. The way we have seen that have gone, that should not have been the case. Indrajit is saying, Arsenal are the least of your worries. Be more concerned about those who are waiting for Onana to fail, whether they are United fans or not, so that they can prove that De Gea was treated badly and that he wasn't the problem. See, the thing is that, was De Gea the problem? No. Was De Gea treated badly? Absolutely. Those two things will never change, no matter what kind of performance Onana gives. Whether he will be a hit, he will be a flop, it will not matter. Even if Onana gets hit and he performs absolutely brilliantly in the coming matches, that will not change the fact that the way De Gea got treated, that was absolute bullshit. That was absolutely ridiculous, disgusting, and that was a shameful act from the part of Manchester United. That shouldn't have been the case. No matter how much good, Onana performs or badly Onana performs, it will not affect the fact that De Gea was treated badly, man. There is no doubt about that. That is not up for debate. Rival teams knows how to cover their dirty linens, but Manchester United fans keep exposing their own. Even join the rival fans to criticize his own. See, as I've said, man, these are pre-season matches. This will give, what do you think, that if we can see all the problems that's been going on, Erik ten Hag isn't noticing that. Absolutely, he is noticing that. We have seen how our gameplay has changed in the second half. So that just shows us that Erik ten Hag notices all those things. We all have seen that he is always with his pen and paper, he's writing stuff. So he is noticing what is going wrong and what should get improved. Absolutely, we will see some sort of improvements in our defensive play. See, the thing is that, as I've said, it will take time to build the trust between the defenders and the goalkeeper. It is like that, that front three, the relationship between front three and your attacking midfield. It takes time. It absolutely takes time, because see, the thing is that those four defenders were quite habituated with David De Gea on that goal post, and David De Gea was a very orthodox goalkeeper. He was always in his goal line and that sort of stuff. So it is not the case when it comes to Andre Onana. He is a quite forward-minded goalkeeper. We all know that. That is not a breaking news to us. So yeah, he will come out of the box. That's his role. That is what Erik ten Hag is expecting out of him. So we can't criticize about that, about his gameplay style, because that exact gameplay style was the reason why Erik ten Hag bought him in the first place. So yeah, we should, our defenders should be more careful of their ball. When they are in the position, they should be careful. If they are thinking that any kind of passing can hamper our, scoring line, they should just pass back to Onana. He is just standing over there, a few yards back. So yeah, he should have done that. If he had any doubt, regarding the ball passing to, Rafael Varane, if he had any doubt, he should have passed the ball to Onana, which he didn't. He put up a lazy pass. He was careless with the ball. He didn't took care of the ball, and we have faced the consequence of it. That's it, brother. There is everything there to it, the way we have conceded. And as I've said, the guy who has scored, I will not take anything out of his credibility. But if you even give him 10 chance, shooting from that area, he will not score every time. But that was a brilliant finish, no doubt about that. Osman is saying, hopefully Onana will learn from this. If our players are having the ball, why needlessly coming out of the 18-yard? If he doesn't stop that, he might cost us big time in a competitive match. See, man, as I just said, brother, as I just said, he needs to come out. That is what Erik ten Hag is expecting out of him, so that our defenders can have an extra man in that defense lineup. That wasn't Onana's fault, man. Please, guys, just try to understand. I know, see, that is your opinion, Osman. I will not criticize it, but I will oppose it. As we have said, it is a community. We should not have to agree every time with each other. That is not our agenda. That is not our motto at all. We will talk through it out, It is my opinion that wasn't a fault, man. You would expect a sweeper keeper to come out of the box even when we are in the possession, so that if necessary, we can, delve into him, so that our defenders can pass into him. That is the main point, brother. We have no problem by Onana doing that. He's a good goalkeeper. I see him making great saves today too. Absolutely, brother. He made some absolutely fantastic saves. It's not like that he does not have a shot-stopping ability. It is not like that he is all about the passing. He's all about, coming out of the box. It's absolutely not about that. He is a massive shot stopper. He is. But the way we have considered, you just can't put all the blame to Onana. We just can't do that, because that one thing that he have done, that coming out of the box, Erik ten Hag have demanded it from him. That was the main reason he forced him in the very first place. So yeah, man, he have to do that. That is his play style. And as I have said, it will take time to get well coordinated within that goalkeeping and our defending situation. I would say that. But other than conceding the goal, I do not think that we played, absolutely brilliantly in the first half. We did not. We struggled to retain the ball in that midfield area, in the final third area. We were still looking for passes, coming overhead. That should not have been the case, especially when we are, playing against team like Lens. They were all about counter-attacking. So why we should have put that pressure onto them, and we should have retained the ball in that final third area of the pitch. Rashford, yeah, he has scored a goal, but as I have said, he is not just effective enough. He is not a number 9 player. He is not. Yeah, you can pressure him to play that role, and as I have said, you will see that him scoring at times he will get some goals out from that position, but he is not a natural number 9. He absolutely is not a natural number 9. And his goal, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the whole match. Let's talk about Anthony for a bit now, okay? The way he has played today, the way Anthony has played today, it just defines his last season performance. We have seen the first half how he has played. At times it looks like he wasn't ready. The pass was, going right through him, and we were giving out throw-ins and all that stuff. But in the second half, it changed drastically. His performance was absolutely brilliant. It was flawless in the second half, the way Anthony played. So he should improve on that. In my opinion, he should absolutely work on that. Please guys, let me know your opinion as well. Other than that conceding of our goal, yeah, we have conceded a goal. That is not the end of the world. We have also scored 3 goals as well. But the way we have scored those goals, that can be up for discussion. That can be up for discussion because our first goal was a counter-attacking goal, and our second goal as well, I guess, maybe not, per se a very orthodox counter-attacking goal, but it wasn't transitional as well. We are still looking for those long passes. We are still doing that. We should stop doing that. We should get a hold of the midfield. We should get a hold of the midfield. And that is why, I asked, I will see how is the live stream going on. So 91% of you want Casemiro, Bruno, AMRABAT. So yeah, man, I get that. Believe me, I get that. In my opinion, yeah, we do need AMRABAT. We do need AMRABAT. We absolutely need AMRABAT because AMRABAT will give that stability, or that retaining ability in that midfield area, which we are missing right now, to be very honest. I am sure that, Eric Ten Hag have bought Mason Mount. He obviously has some talent. He has potential in him. We know that he missed a tap in today, but that's okay. I will not get into that. But yeah, in his midfield role, it looks like he was quite confused. And see, the problem is Bruno and Mount are quite similar player, a similar kind of player. That is creating a problem in balance. I must say that there is not enough balance in our midfield. It is not working smoothly at all. We are seeing every time players like Rashford, Anthony and Garnacho has to come down to give support to those midfield area. That is okay, but you cannot do that every time when we are attacking. If our attacking players are coming down to get the ball, that will not work, properly. That will never work properly if we want to create a proper place in the final third of the area. Ogni is saying, we hate to say the truth when we love a certain player. Let's forget about Dalot's mistake. If De Gea was the one who conceded this kind of goal, the insensate United fans will label him with different names and won't remember that Dalot should be blamed. Moreover, let us not forget that Onana should be blamed for the goal. As a goalkeeper, overlapping should be cautioned. He's a goalie, not a midfielder. See, man, as I am saying, you can throw out all the blame to Andre Onana. You can do that. It is absolutely your opinion and you are entitled to your opinion. But I must say one thing. I just want to point out one thing. I'm not opposing you. I'm not supporting you. I'm not doing anything. I'm just, putting one information in your guys' mind who thinks that was Onana's fault. Believe me, put any sweeper keeper out there, anyone, they would have been on that position. They would have been on that position. They would have been. Believe me, you can check out the last goal City have conceded. It was exactly in this manner. It was exactly in this manner. I know that City fans and Arsenal fans are making fun of us that the way we have conceded the goal, but it is quite possible. What do you think? If Arsenal plays David Raya, they wouldn't concede this kind of goals. They absolutely will. There is the risk of having that kind of goalkeeper. There are always pros and cons of every situation. If you keep David De Gea as our goalkeeper, you cannot. You will never play out from the back. That will just not happen. That will just not happen. You can't expect from a goalkeeper like David De Gea, like Ramsdale, you cannot expect from that. They're brilliant shot stoppers, but they are not able to play out from the back. They will not support you as another center back. Those things will not happen. So there are pros and cons in them. And when it comes to goalkeepers like Andre Onana, there will also be some pros and cons as well, brother. There will absolutely will be, believe me. He has to be on that position. If you don't believe me, you will absolutely see, he will not change his gameplay and neither Eric Ten Hag will ask him to do so. Because that is the one thing he brought him for. He cannot just change his gameplay. His gameplay was the reason Eric bought him in the very first place, brother. So yeah. Fanindra is saying, what is the news about Mason Greenwood? There are no updated news. The last news we have had regarding Mason Greenwood was that, we already know that we will have an announcement regarding Mason Greenwood. Whatever the decision our club takes, we will know about that, before our season starts. So that will happen. That will absolutely happen, brother. Diga will terribly missed. We made a big mistake, mark my words, okay, brother? Bruno Casemiro Mount saying Farindro, Dalot just must be dropped, Aaron Wan-Bissaka clear. Yeah, I must say, you can blame. We can, play that game of blaming, but that will not do us any good. Absolutely, that will not do us any good. That is exactly the reason we are heavy, we have these preseason matches, so we can make that mistakes here, and any team's manager have their time, have their fair amount of time to work on those mistakes. I'm pretty sure, Eric Ten Hag will come out with some sort of plan, some sort of team regularity, which will not let happen the kind of mistakes we made today. I hope so. But will we always be right 100% of the time? Absolutely not. We will make some mistakes eventually. Onana will concede goals eventually. That things will happen. See, the thing is that Onana is not the kind of goalkeeper from whom you would expect that he will go get the golden gloves every year. He may not get golden glove any year. I'm pretty sure he will be our goalkeeper for at least for our coming 5 years. And mark my words, he will never get the golden glove. He is not that kind of goalkeeper. He will concede, but he will also help us scoring goals. That is the difference. What I am trying to say, brother, believe me, I'm not opposing you. As I've said, you guys are absolutely entitled to your opinion. Absolutely, you are, and I will not, get into debate with that. I will respect your opinion as well. If you think that Onana is to blame, absolutely it is your opinion. But let's keep that one thing in mind, that is his quality, which intrigued Eric Ten Hag to bought him in the first place. I'm not sure he's injured. Maybe the coach wants him to train more first. And who knows, a way of developing so he could have the number 17 after played this. Yeah, that was quite surprising. That was quite surprising. I must say that I was expecting, I was looking, I was seeing that the guy behind Rasmus HOJLUND who was walking around with him, he was in his hand there was a shirt, and I was thinking, please open that. I do want to see the, jersey number he is getting, and we have, put up a poll regarding that subject as well. So I was quite intrigued to see what jersey number he gets. And when he hold that shirt, his jersey number area was totally blank. And that was a late off. In my opinion, that was a late off. The amount of time we have taken to sign him, we should have at least known his jersey number, man. That is absolutely sure. So anyway, I will get into, the HOJLUND subject as well. This came from multiple outshoots from British media, and they said that Manchester United sources confirm Rasmus HOJLUND has a small issue and shouldn't be out for any longer than 3 weeks. So yeah, that is a little bit of blow. I must say that we have been expecting him to getting some pitch time tomorrow or maybe in that Wolves game, which definitely is not going to happen after, getting that news. Yeah, that will not be the case. We will not see Rasmus HOJLUND at least for 3 weeks. So by 3 weeks, it means at least 3 to 4 matches. We will miss him out. But I guess what can you do? If he's really injured, we need to give him some time to heal, man. So yeah, there is that, brother. There is that. It is a blow, I must say that. I was quite excited, as I'm pretty sure that you guys were also quite excited to see him in these coming matches. But it is not going to be the case right now. But it may change, as they are saying that it should not be more than 3 weeks. So yeah, within a month or so, we will see Rasmus HOJLUND playing for us. But there are some, updates regarding Amad Diallo, and the news aren't looking very good. I must say that. The news that are coming out regarding Amad Diallo, all the outlets are saying that he would be out for around 4 months. That is a massive blow. That is a massive blow. I was quite excited to see him playing this weekend, playing this season. And I guess Eric Ten Hag would have given him the chance, though there are some rumors he would have gotten out on loan as well in this year. So that may well be, a blessing in disguise. That may well be the case. But yeah, he is not. He will be out for at least 4 months. That is a huge blow for his career, I must say. The kickstart he was going to get this season, that is just not going to happen. That is just not going to happen, brother. Anyway, as we all know that there were amples of reporter who wanted some quotation out of Eric Ten Hag regarding Rasmus HOJLUND, but whenever he got asked about HOJLUND, he always answered the way that yeah, I can't talk about the players who are in contract with other clubs. but that is not the case right now. So we have got some quotations coming out of Erik ten Hag regarding Rasmus HOJLUND, and he said he's a front man, really direct to the goal, really good pressure, physical presence. I think we really needed that. I think he has such huge potential. First, it is up to him to explore it, and I am sure the team was waiting for a guy like him, and they can integrate him. Then he has to prove it. See, the one key part of this statement is, I think he has such huge potential. First, it is up to him to explore it. That should be the case with Garnacho as well. As I have just mentioned, that there is no ceiling of talent when it comes to players like, Garnacho, players like HOJLUND, players like Kobe Mainu. We need to see them. We already know what kind of gameplay we are going to get from players like Rafael Varane, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, and all those players. They had already reached their potential. They will not just, what should I say, improve overnight. I'm not saying that those players need improvement, but yeah, that will just not happen overnight. They have already reached their topmost level of potentiality, which is not the case when it comes to these young stars. So to let them reach their potentiality, to see how much they can grow, how much talent they have in them, we need to give them some pitch time, some substantial amount of pitch time, not just some pitch time. Because in case of Garnacho, or even in case of Rasmus HOJLUND, both of them had their breaking out season in the last year. So definitely, if they want to improve and explore their talent even further, they need to get some potential pitch time in this coming season. And I do hope that happens, especially when it comes to Garnacho. As we all know that we haven't seen HOJLUND playing in our shirt. I don't know how he will start, how he will play. I do hope that it goes fantastically. But if it doesn't, we should not have to worry right now. As we all know that he is a raw talent, he's a very young lad, so things can change really, really fast as well. But yeah, Garnacho, I guess, have proven enough to deserve some start at the very least, brother. Akash is saying, I have read that, I guess. Funny how many some Manchester United fans are against Onana, while at the same people who wanted De Gea out. Give us a break and stop giving opinions at the moment was a friendly. Again, we need to give them all new signing time. You people should stop copy-pasting rival fans. See, the thing is that, man, Ritesh is quite right about one thing though. As I've said so many times, we absolutely should give some time to our new signings. And as I have said, when it comes to that, goalkeeping area of Andre Onana, the style of play he is accustomed to, we need to give them some time, even our defenders, to give them some time so that they can accustom that, as I've said, they were habituated with David De Gea in behind them, which is not the case right now. So things will need to get changed. Things need changing, absolutely. If I can notice that, if you guys can notice that from here, I'm pretty sure, Erik ten Hag would be able to see that as well. So I'm pretty sure we will be working on those stuff. So this kind of mistake, what Dalot did, should not have been happening. It shouldn't have happened. It absolutely should not have happened. 100 out of 100 times, Dalot should be successful when it comes to those short passes. From any player, I would expect that, not only Dalot. I'm not targeting Dalot alone, absolutely not. As I've said, I will not attack anyone, banter anyone, because this is pre-season. This is the place to make mistakes. Make as much as mistakes as you can right now. In my opinion, this is absolutely the time to make mistakes so that Erik ten Hag have the time to rectify them. Because see, if Dalot has made that pass in that Wolves game and Wolves have scored that goal, that would have been way much serious than this match. Absolutely, that would have been way much serious. So doing mistakes in this kind of area, in this period of time is actually good, because Erik ten Hag will get some substantial time to improve our players on those kind of things. Devoshi is saying, Bruno and Rashford really haven't got going yet, but they are players who can just turn it on whenever, so I am not concerned at all. Rashford is very limited when he plays center forward. He'll benefit massively from playing with HOJLUND, that Anthony pass for the goal will be a dime this year. Much better second half, and that will be the final run out for the first 11 before the Premier League kicks off. Must remark again on Garnacho, really seeing some great progression out of him and can't wait for the season. Absolutely, brother. See, the thing is that the team we have seen today is going to be the team, I guess, against Wolves. Our team in the first half, the first 11 we have seen today, I'm pretty sure maybe Aaron Wan-Bissaka will get, in rather than Dalot. That can happen. But other than that, I do not think there will be much change regarding that Wolves match. And yeah, I would say one thing though, that it was quite noticeable. It is not like that, Luke Shaw has played a bad game. Absolutely not. It was way far from that. But he was quiet today. He was a bit quiet today. His forward movement was quite banged up, in my opinion. It was glitchy. He wasn't very comfortable to going up. So I guess that should need worse one. As I have said, that Luke Shaw have best compatibility when Rashford plays on the left. So yeah, maybe that can be the reason, as Garnacho is a new left wing. It will take some time for Luke Shaw and Garnacho to get, coordinated. That may well be the case, but in my opinion, Luke Shaw was a bit quiet today. I must say that. We will be saying, please someone should tell Mount that 90% of Manchester United fans already don't like him. He should prove them wrong and win their support. I'm pretty sure that will be the case, brother. Believe in your Red Devil, bro. If I understand a bit of football, we will see Mason Mount becoming a beast again, the way he was, a couple of years back. It will take time. He was nervous, I guess. In my opinion, he was a bit nervous, and it's quite gettable. It's not that easy to play in front of 80,000 fans, 75, 80,000 fans. I'm not saying that he haven't played in Old Trafford or something like that. He had already, but it was their first match at Old Trafford for Andre Onana and for Mason Mount as well. So yeah, we should absolutely give them some time, man. As we have said, at least give them half a season. At least give them half a season, and we can have these talks, in the month of January. Then we can criticize them, we can dissect all their pros and cons. But we shouldn't be reaching any conclusion before that, in my opinion. Please, guys, at the end of the day, they are all Red Devils. Let's not forget that. Blaming them would not change the fact that they are not Red Devils. So yeah, they are Red Devils. If it comes to that they are, worth of criticism, we will definitely do that as well. As I said, there is no particular agenda, any personal agenda against Harry Maguire. If he was playing brilliantly, we would have, given him kudos all the way along. But he hasn't earned that. But I do not think that would be the case when it comes to Andre Onana and, Mason Mount. And I will quote you Andre Onana, what he has said, in that post-match interview. He said, "Great experience, so happy to play here, a great welcome for me, very warm. I am happy, especially the victory." And the next part, which is quite important, I have double-starred it because I knew that there will be many fans who would be blaming him, and see, that is the way he reacts to it. "I am responsible for everything, especially when we concede goals. I am the big man at the back, so I take all the criticism, all the pressure on me." Absolutely kudos to Onana for saying that. Absolutely kudos to Onana. And see, that kind of mentality just shows you that at the very least, he at least takes the responsibility, even if he is not at fault. In my opinion, he wasn't at fault. I know that many of you guys think that way, that's okay. But in my opinion, he wasn't at fault. But he still goes out and takes all the responsibility over his head. And that is just brilliant. That is just absolute. That shows you how much, what level of sportsmanship he has got. And that is something to keep in our mind. Purvain is saying, in that 11, I take out Anthony for Sancho and Wan-Bissaka for Dalot. Reason being, Anthony is not ready to get involved in the play. He sticks on the wide too much. And on the other hand, Dalot forgets that he's a defender whenever we are in possession. He's been caught numerous times today, and that may not work well with a sweeper keeper. Absolutely, Purvain. That is a point. That is a well-constructed criticism. I must say that. Dalot was careless with that ball. Dalot was absolutely careless with that ball. He shouldn't have been playing that type of pass that way, the way he did. It was what? 7-8 yards out, Varane was out, out from him. The distance between Varane and Dalot was, but he still wasn't able to pass that ball properly and it got intercepted. That should not have been the case, especially when you know that your keeper is out of the 6-yard, the 20-yard box, out of D box. So yeah, you should be more careful when you are in the position of the ball. My concern now is Mount. I hope that shirt is not too heavy. I hope not, brother. I hope not. Bruno doesn't fade. He contributes every match. It's Rashford that needs to show more desire and work rate. As I've said, brother, as I've said, if you put Rashford in that centre forward position, you will not see his 100% potential coming out in every game. Would he get some goal? Would he score at times? He will. He will. The stature of player he is right now, he will get some goals. But that, if you want to see 100% out of Rashford, playing him on that centre forward area would not do that job. Would not suffice that job. In my opinion, that would not do that. As I have said, Rashford in centre forward, and Bruno Fernandes is right wing. I will never prefer those positions for that particular guys. Garnacho was something else, to be honest. Yeah, and he was a fucking beast today. What game did you see? Didn't you see Bruno's passes from the halfway line to Garnacho? I don't know who we are talking about. I'm sure you're not talking to me. We need another striker and Amrabat. Absolutely, man. We need another centre back as well, because believe me, when Rafael Varane, was sleeping on that pitch while he got injured a bit, my heart already got started pounding. I was like, oh my God, it is already happening. We have not even started the season, and Varane is already down. If that happens right now, I don't know how to react, man. As I'm pretty sure if we can get Amrabat, there are some news coming out regarding Amrabat. It is, I will not be a scaremonger, but yeah, I will read it out what Fabrizio Romano have to say regarding Amrabat. He said, Amrabat wants Manchester United. Manchester United wants Amrabat. Fiorentina is open to make a deal, but as it is known, many clubs are looking for midfielders this season. Man United should move fast. It's been 2 weeks. Manchester United is linked with Amrabat. No official bid, so obviously no advanced talks yet. Manchester United needs to move fast. Absolutely, brother. See, the thing is that Amrabat absolutely wants to join us. There is no doubt about that. But in case of Fiorentina, they have already accepted that Amrabat wants to go out. So yeah, if some other clubs comes in and put in the bid that they want for Amrabat, Fiorentina is not going to wait out just so Manchester United can get a hold of him. So yeah, players does not have that decision which club they are going to go. They can say that yeah, I want to go. That is up to their hand. But after that, it's club decision. If Bayern Munich comes in with a 30-35 million euro offer, that can happen. That we can see Amrabat, joining them. Even, against his own will, that can happen. But I hope, as we all know, that we should need to sell at the very least one player so that we can accumulate the sum of money. We need to sign Amrabat, and I hope that does happen really, really fast. I guess we will see some youngsters and some players, some senior players who have got benched today will get the start tomorrow against Athletic Club. I guess we can see, players like maybe Donny van de Beek or Maguire, Lindelof, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Sancho getting some pitch time. That can, the match for tomorrow can be a showcase for the transfer market we have left. That our guys are quite fit. So if you want to buy them, this is the time to do that. And as we all know, the deal with Scott McTominay and Harry Maguire is quite advanced right now. Scott McTominay is a bit injured, I guess. I have seen what I have seen from the news. I'm not sure about it. But if I can remember that I have seen a couple of articles regarding McTominay that he is a bit injured right now, nothing serious, but he's not 100% fit. This front three isn't really working. Garnacho has been very bright. Big thanks to Bruno's playmaking and should have an assist if Mount didn't scuff it. But Rashford has been limited to just linking. Yeah, man. As I have said, you will not get 100% out of Rashford if he plays on that centre forward position. So, but Rashford has been limited to linking up play in the middle, and we are getting absolutely nothing from our right side. Rashford as a centre forward clearly does not work. Yeah, brother. Rashford as centre forward and Bruno as right wing. It just does not work. Sorry, Adam is saying Pelistri and Ahmad are way better in that right. Anthony is so poor. I wonder how he convinced us he is good when still at Ajax. See. It is going to be a very important season for Anthony. Was he absolutely brilliant? He was nowhere near brilliant. I will say that. He was nowhere near brilliant. Was he absolutely shit? That was also not the case. As I have said, he wasn't up to the task in the first half, but he played brilliantly in the second half. And that is the summarization of the whole season he have just had with us. As I have said so many times, I have, when I said that subject about consistency, I have always made Fred about that example, but you can use Anthony as the example as well. Yeah, if he wants that first team choice, if he wants to get selected in that first team, he absolutely be consistent. He absolutely have to be consistent. He cannot play first half in a very shitty manner and coming out in the second half and playing brilliantly. That will not help us in the big matches. And see, the thing is that regarding Anthony, the one thing I will say that the way he track backs, I'm quite pleased with that. But that is not only the one thing. That is not even the main thing we want from our right wings or left wings. Yeah, tracking back is a major bonus, but you need to play your own game as well. It's not good enough to be just tracking back. So you know why I was so worried about our midfield also. I will say that one more time, that I was saying that it is out of balance. They were getting run out every time, and believe me, we will see again 4-0, 5-0, 7-0 down, which was the case, regarding Liverpool, Brighton, Brentford, the way we have lost against City. That should not be happening in the coming season. But it will happen if our midfield performs the way they did. So that is the main reason I think AMRABAT, we need to sign AMRABAT as soon as possible. Because AMRABAT will provide some balance, some stability, some retaining ability in that midfield area, which is quite needed right now. Because clearly, Bruno Fernandes and Mason Mount at this point of time is not working at all. That may change in the future, but if you ask me as it stands now, it is not working, brother. Absolutely not. I will check out the poll though one last time. 78 votes, 90% on Casemiro, Bruno, AMRABAT, and only 10% is on Casemiro, Mount, AMRABAT. I get your reservation, guys. I absolutely get your reservation, believe me. Sorry, as I always do, I lost the chat. Where it is here. I thought Anthony has improved, but I was wrong. The biggest problem is that Erik ten Hag will continue to use him. I hope this won't haunt us this season, because the guy is bang average. We said it last season. Some fans said we should give him time. I really don't know how much time he will be giving. This is Lens now and not any top 6 in EPL. See that. I will point out just one thing. Are you right about criticizing, when it comes to criticizing, Anthony? Yeah, you can do that. You have every right to do that. And I respect your opinion. So if we are bashing Anthony so much, why aren't we doing that for Sancho? Why aren't we doing that? He has cost us 80 million pounds. He is 300k a weekly wage, and he is not even in the starting lineup. He is not even in the starting lineup. But nobody is bashing Sancho. I do not see any one of you guys bashing Sancho. Why is not that the case? I do want to know the reason. I am not criticizing you guys. I am not at all. I just want to know why all the criticism, that harsh criticism I am seeing from you guys when it comes to Anthony. So what about Sancho, brother? What about Sancho? He's 300k on a weekly wage. He costs us around 80 million pounds, and it's his third year, and he still can't make that first team choice. Believe me, if Anthony doesn't get that first team, if he doesn't make that first team, there is Pelistri to fill that gap. There is Amad Diallo to fill that gap. So before Sancho, there are some guys who can do that job as well. So where does Sancho fit? Where does he fit? You guys tell me. You guys tell me. Believe me, I do want to know. I was hoping they'd have worked on Anthony going both ways. And yes, Rashford not involved enough from the middle. I spoke Mount and Bruno round as well. So Bruno is higher because he's a better finisher. I have said, I will say it again, Rashford as a centre forward won't work. It's like we are playing a man down when going forward. Absolutely right, Tonman. Sancho should have started this game. Rashford is useless in number 9 position. I guess you are suggesting that Sancho playing in that false 9. I guess you are suggesting that that could have worked. That could work. I do not prefer false 9. I do not prefer the gameplay which includes false 9. But if Eric Ten Hag can make it work, I am all in for that. I am all in for that. If Eric Ten Hag can make it work though. Because see, if you are going to play false 9, retaining the ball in that final third area becomes absolutely paramount, which we are not good yet at all. We are not good at all when it comes to retention of the ball in the final third of the area. Maybe we will not see this in this season as well. I do not see this happening because that kind of things takes time, and I do not think that that will happen overnight. We can see some sort of improvements though, but I do not think that we will hit the highest level, man. I do not think that would be the case. Even Rashford as a wing, clearly no struggling for the ball, unlike Garnacho and Anthony. Dortmund, he played as a wing. Yeah, man. Bongo Heschel, I guess you are new to this community, man. If you are enjoying the show, we get live every day at 4 p.m. and 11 p.m. I haven't said that, said this in this entire session. So I would say that right now, if you are enjoying the show, please hit the like button and subscribe button. It will help us, reach us our 140 subscriber mark, which is our next target. So, if you just do that, that would be absolutely brilliant for us, man, for our community. So, kudos to you, man. Modi is saying if there's a player that actually needs a goal to ease pressure and regain confidence is Mason Mount. I personally believe he will be better with time. In reality, in really an important matches, just needs mutual support. Yeah, brother, absolutely. We need to give every one of them some time, especially the new players we are going to sign. Pelistri would do better than Anthony. Wan-Bissaka will do better than Dalot. We need to learn from this match. That is the main reason, brother. You are quite right about that. We need to learn from this match because that is the reason we play these preseason matches. This is the best time to make any kind of mistakes. Believe me, doing mistakes in this kind of matches actually gives us the opportunity to rectify those mistakes. I always say it, Wan-Bissaka and Dalot are average players. Manchester United need a proper world-class right there. I hope we get one day, man. I hope we get some one day. I'm not blaming Onana, but it's better if he keeps his position most of the times. The goal he has considered so far, he has been out of his position. Even though it's Dalot's fault, Onana should learn that most of the opponents will do that because they know he's always not in goal. Yeah, man, that is a good point. That is absolutely a good point. You can put it that way. When you put it that way, that becomes a really good point. He needs to be more careful. Absolutely, as he has said, that it's his fault. He accepts that, he receives that, and I'm pretty sure he will work on that. Even Eric Ten Hag will work on that as well. He knows that if every time Onana comes out, he will get exploited. Because there will be times when we will be losing, when we will be losing the possession on that kind of area, and we cannot get punished every time that happens. So yeah, to not let that happen. Sometimes, at the very least, Onana should be aware of those kind of situations as well. Anybody who loves Dalot and blame Onana for that goal should go get his head checked. The keeper simply created an option for Dalot to pass. You don't lose possession in that area. Absolutely, but as I've just said, although there was no pressure on Dalot whatsoever, but still I will give him that benefit of doubt that if he thought that passing the ball to Varane was a bit tough, Onana was the option. Onana was another option. He could have just simply passed the ball to Andre Onana. He was a few yards back to him. But he didn't choose that, and that costs us, man. That costed us, absolutely. He's a goalkeeper. He has to cover for his players. Not all errors committed by teammates must lead to goal. That's how Onana plays. Is better you accept it now or later. I'm not sure the United defense is ready for this. That you can say, brother. That you can say. 2 goals similar to this considered in how many games so far? This needs sorting out. Sure, there is a compromise somewhere, but goal differences can be crucial over the course of the season. Absolutely right, brother. I'm pretty sure you know. And see, as the thing, as I said, if we can notice that problem, I am pretty sure Eric Ten Hag will notice that as well, and we will have some time to rectify those mistakes. So those kind of mistakes does not happen in the coming matches. Jerry is saying, people needs to understand that with this modern football defender must be able to pass accurately, not putting blame on Onana. Yeah, brother. Which Dalot, both Dalot and Varane should be blamed. If it was Martinez, I'm sure he would take that pass. I have been saying that we need new centre back. Varane is finished. That is quite harsh, Daisy, but yeah, I get your frustration. Think some people getting carried away with negativity. Just a little perspective. It's pre-season. Nothing is at stake. It's all about fitness and sharpness. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely spot on. Onana should start learning how to stay in his goal. Past, sorry, I don't get it. He's now in EPL and not Syria. He shouldn't try this. His coming out pattern against Liverpool, Man City, etc. Salah and first runners will definitely roast him. See, man, I will say this again, that this may bore you, but your Red Devil bro will say it again. The one thing you are asking to stop doing Onana, that is the exact one reason Eric Ten Hag bought him, man. He cannot just sit around the goal, as I've just said. If Dalot have an ounce of doubt in his mind that he could not pass the ball to, Rafael Varane, that Rafael Varane could get pressured or he is getting pressured, he should have just simply passed the ball back to Andre Onana. There was an option out there. He was out of the D-box, so he was quite closer to the defenders. Comparatively, relatively, he was quite closer to them. So there was an option to just pass the ball to Onana. He should have done that, and I'm guessing that in the coming matches, we will see those kind of things happening. The one and only reason I will not even blame Dalot is that, as I have said, man, it will take some time to get those back four and our goalkeeper to get coordinated. They are new to this kind of play style. Even they are new to this kind of play style. So yeah, it will take some time, man. Onana must watch his lines. Though Dalot let us down, Mount should end up his game. He has been in a better scoring position, yet nothing has happened. I hope he is not collaborating with Chelsea fans, because it will be a big letdown. How can you miss that? Yeah, that was a quite, I will say, yeah, it was quite nasty. That it was, but I will not judge him on that, though. It's to build your confidence. It's Onana faults. He should be in this area, as if not in the field. Sorry, I don't get it, man. I can't read short forms, man. I'm really sorry for that. Story. So tell us, why did Inter Milan president switch his phone off after that goal? By the time he hits the ground running, it will be next 2024. That sounds like January signing. HOJLUND কথা বলছি ভাই. আচ্ছা. I get that now. How did he pass his medicals? United always doing something shocking. Man, he didn't pass his medical. It was actually on his medical that the red flag have arrived, but it was a really minor injury. So you guys do not need to worry about. I know that is a massive blow. We were quite excited. We were waiting for HOJLUND for so many months and weeks. We have been, talking about HOJLUND, as I've said, when I have created our community. My second video was regarding HOJLUND. So it's been nearing 2 months right now. So yeah, it is a big blow that we will not see him in the coming games. But yeah, he will return max after 3 weeks, as the news are coming out right now. David is saying, welcome Rasmus HOJLUND. Yeah, man, welcome to him. Rohit is talking with David. Yeah, man, where are you from? Please let us know. If you can, please let us know, brother. If you are new to this community, please hit the subscribe button. Our next target is 140, and we get live every day, 4 p.m. and 11 p.m. in Indian Standard Time. So we can, join together and talk about Manchester United, which we love the most. So yeah, brother, If you can just do that, it will not cost you anything. It will be absolutely free to subscribe, in our channel, in our community, and you will have a great time. I can assure you that much. Our community is friendly. Our community is absolutely friendly and wholesome. I can, the way these guys have supported me from the very beginning, that is absolutely brilliant. And as I always say, kudos to you guys, and you guys are the legends of this community, brother. And if they knew he has problems, why they bought him and still for 80 million? We needed immediately a striker, and as season start, in 1 week, 3 weeks is so long. Yeah, brother, it is a blow, as I have just said. Pooja is saying, keep it up, Snafu. Thank you, Pooja, for supporting. Some of you are saying the mistakes was from Dalot. From Maguire to Dalot, where was him? Unana as the goalkeeper. Onindo is quite angry on Unana. I get that, Onindo. I get your frustration, man. As I've said, man, believe me, believe in your Red Devil, bro. Trust in your Red Devil, bro, and trust in your manager. That will get, rectified in the coming days. As I've said, brother, it will take some time. See, the thing is that, our back four is not new to our club, but Unana is new to our club, and the way he plays, it is not like that only his gameplay is added to our squad. No. The way he plays affects the whole squad. So the whole squad have to get accustomed to that new kind of gameplay playing out from that back. So that, mistakes will happen, but I do hope that it will happen less and less, when the time goes on. Very solid performance from Onana, made several big saves, and as usual showed his class on the ball, but people will target him for a goal that wasn't his mistake, because they know we signed a world-class keeper. What a signing. I will say that, brother. I will say that. Manchester United starting front three versus RC Lens. Anthony, Rashford, Garnacho, Premier League defense beware. Rasmus Højlund, Sancho and Mason Greenwood treble is loading for Manchester United this season. I hope so, brother. Vidhu is saying Q&A session. When will the Q&A session will happen? Okay, brother. You guys have said that, asked that for so many times. It is Saturday today, and we will have our Q&A session in Wednesday night, 11 p.m. show. I will put that in our community section as well. So we will have a live Q&A session in Wednesday and in 11 p.m. at our night show. As we all know that we get live every day at 11 p.m. So we will have our Q&A session in Wednesday. And I have a heartbreaking news for you guys. I do have a heartbreaking news. I know many of you guys will get disappointed in me. Please, I know that you guys, your support has been absolutely paramount to build this community. And without you guys, there is only, as I've said so many times, without you guys, it's only me and my camera. And that means nothing. So you guys are the most important part of this community. So I will ask for forgiveness, but I will not be able to come live in Monday and Tuesday as well. I know that many of you guys will get heartbroken or maybe angry, and I will accept that. I will do that, brother. As I have said, that I was in a profession when before I came and started doing this. I was a cinematographer actually. I worked as a cinematographer, and I am under a company's contract. So your Red Devil bro have to work. It has, as I am as currently I am in under contract. So up till November I have to work 20 days. My 20 days of work is still left, all over 20 days. So we may see you guys, we may miss 20 days of live session totally up to November. It is not like that the 20 days will be consecutively. Absolutely not. I guess you guys will understand that. See, man, we all have to make a living, right? So I will be, I will be always active in that community section. If I am able to make a video of 5-10 minutes even, I will do that as well. I do ask for your forgiveness. I do ask for that, brother. I hope you guys will forgive me. I hope you guys do. I am so sorry. Believe me, it is breaking my heart right now just to say that. But what can you do, man? Reality hurts, and as I said, man, I'm sorry, brother. I'm really sorry. All of you guys. Vidhu is saying every day he waits for my show. I'm so happy to hear this kind of words, but I know that you guys may get angry, may get sad, but don't be, man, don't be. All your Red Devil Pro is asking for forgiveness right now. I will be out for work in Sundarbans for Monday and Tuesday, so I will not be able to get live, brother, but I will try my best so that even if I can put up 5-10 minutes of video, and I will be active on our community, you guys can come and talk to me in our community section. You are always welcome in our community section, all of you guys. So yeah, please brother, please do forgive me. I know there are some messages waiting for me. Man, Rohit Ritobroto is saying that yeah, they have noticed as well that yeah, Rohit sometimes mention how many minutes late I am, because he's eagerly waiting for the show. What Ritobroto is saying that yeah, there are guys like Ritobroto who wait as well, and I love all of you guys. I love Rohit, I love Ritobroto, I love everyone. I cannot remember all of you guys' name. Shoumo, Ritesh, Shivayon, Ogni, Corona Bhai, Modi ji, Adam, Usman. There are a lot of you guys, lots of you guys. So yeah, I can't remember all of you guys' name right now, but I do remember you every time you comment, brother. Rohit is already heartbroken. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. Please don't be angry, man. Please don't be. We'll miss you at last. Community post koro amader sathe thakbe. Absolutely, brother. I will be absolutely active in my community section, and as I have said, if I get a single bit of tower, sale service, I will do at least a 10 minutes, 15 minutes video. I will do that. Believe me, I will miss you guys as well. I will definitely miss you guys. When I heard the news today that I will have to go out and work for 2 days, around 20 days is left for me to work over there, and the deal is up to I am contract up till November. So after that month passes, I am feel like a bird. I will be feel like a bird, brother. So yeah, I hope you guys understand how the world works. I am not happy to do that, but I will have to. So yeah, brother, all I am asking for forgiveness and for your support and your love. I know that you have shown me abundantly of all those things, and I'm always be grateful for those things, brother. Absolutely, brother. You guys can come and comment on anything you want, man, and I will reply you guys. If you can comment in one section, I will. When I go out, we will have our show tomorrow. I'm not going out tomorrow, so we will have our afternoon session and night session tomorrow as well. The only Monday and Tuesday we will be missing those sessions, and for those period of time, I will create a section of I will create a chat section in community box so that we all can have a chat in community section about whatever the news comes on. So yeah, absolutely. Rohit is saying to join every of you guys, and I'm pretty sure that you guys will join over there. So absolutely kudos to all of you guys. Love all of you guys. You are the legends of this chat and this community. And I will show, see you tomorrow at our 4 p.m. show. So yeah, brother, goodbye, good night, take care. Oh, one thing, I forgot to check the, poll. How it is turned out. 90 votes, 91% Casemiro, and 9% is Amrabat Mountain Casemiro. I get that, brother. Rohit have said his, trademark message. I love Sheikh Jassim. We all love Sheikh Jassim. We hope that Sheikh Jassim, buys the club right out, as the news came out today that yeah, he may get out of the club in the month of November. So yeah, if that happens, brother. So anyway, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Take care. Love all of you guys. And as always, kudos. Yeah, absolutely kudos to you guys, brother.